From Winterscheid Field in Marrero, Crescent City Sports presents the second semifinal game of the Crescent City Sports 2023 Prep Summer League. As in Game 2 this evening, the John Curtis Christian-based River Ridge Patriots take on the Archbishop Rummel-based Malcolm Dienes squad. And a pleasant good evening. Welcome back to Winterscheid Field. Ken Trahan with you for Game 2 of this semifinal of Year 2 of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League, along with Chip Merritt and Matt Merritt, Dave Beaudry. Great that you could join us here this evening. Game 1, in case you missed it, was a good one. Number 1 seed, Letcher-based Cypress Physical Therapy edged Brother Martin-based K's for Kids by the score of 4-3. As Ethan DeChillier picked up the win, Kai Brown the save, and Caleb Hastings homered and doubled for the Bulldogs in a winning cause. They advance now at 8-1-1 to the championship game to be played tomorrow night, Thursday at 6 p.m. at John Ryan Stadium in Metairie, which we will bring to you live and look forward to doing so. We look forward to bringing you the second semifinal game here this evening between a couple of Catholic League rivals, District 9 5A rivals, and the River Ridge Patriots based at John Curtis Christian and the Malcolm Dienes Raiders based at Archbishop Rummel. River Ridge comes in with a record of 8-2-1, playing very good baseball of late under Jeff Curtis, a state championship coach twice in recent years. And of course, Archbishop Rummel-based Malcolm Dienes, coached by Frank Cazzo, who's also won a couple of state championships, including one at Archbishop Rummel, one at Riverside Academy as well. Coach Cazzo instrumental in this league, and we salute him for the outstanding concept and work that he's done in helping to put together a 17-team league in its second year that continues to prosper, and one that we're very grateful to be part of. And of course, Coach Cazzo and Coach Curtis, very good friends, and mutual respect runs deep between these two coaches and these two programs, and why not? They're outstanding programs. As mentioned, the River Ridge Patriots come in with a record of 8-2-1. They've played very good baseball of late down the stretch of this Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. Malcolm Dienes comes in 10-2. They actually tied for first percentage-wise with Letcher-based Cypress Physical Therapy, but the Cypress Physical Therapy got the number 1 seed on the basis of a 1-0 win over Malcolm Dienes during the regular season. Well, these two rivals have squared off 3 times already this year, twice in prep play and once in the Summer League. In prep play this year, they split 2 games. John Curtis Christian won 8-6 over Archbishop Rummel, and Archbishop Rummel won 4-3 over John Curtis. A couple of very closely contested games, which we fully expected. They normally are, and that was certainly the case with the 2 games that were played during the prep season this year, which we had a chance to do one of those and then cover the second one, and they were both excellent baseball games, which is exactly what you would expect from these two teams. Again, they split in the regular season, Curtis winning 8-6, Rummel winning 4-3, and then in the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League back on March 31st, Malcolm Dienes defeated River Ridge by the score of 6-2 at Raider Park, and in that game, it was a team effort that produced the win. Brian Keller pitched 3 innings of shutout baseball in relief on that night. Nick Colada got the win in relief for Peyton Spadoni. And Martinez took the loss for Curtis in that game. And of course, these two teams, as I mentioned, know each other extremely well. And once again, as you look at the two teams, you're going to have some prominent players and a few that won't be here as well because of other commitments that are nationally renowned players. And that's especially true on the Malcolm Dienes side, but they've got a good club here nonetheless. David Beaudry rejoins me now. David, anytime these two get together, it's great stuff. As I mentioned, they split 2 games in the prep season, 2 really good games. And of course, Malcolm Dienes winning the Summer League game. But let's start with River Ridge. This is a really good team and a really good program under Jeff Curtis with really good players. What else is new? That's who they are.
Yes, no doubt. You know, great athletes, and you know, a lot of those kids are 2-sport guys as well. But they do a great job on the baseball field. Their athleticism, their talent, and how hard they play. You'll see that on both sides of the field today.
Yeah, I think the latter part is one that needs to be pointed out. I know some people might take that for granted but there is a commitment on the part of both of these programs. The kids go out and they just play as hard as hard can be. I mean, they play really hard. You're going to see that here tonight. I mean, this is developmental baseball during the summer, but if you think they're not playing to win, you're crazy, right?
No doubt. No, anytime these two teams, being such close proximity, these kids have played it probably against each other time and time again, even prior to becoming Patriots or Raiders. It's just a kind of a natural rivalry with really good players.
Yeah, it is. And, of course, when you look at the players and you look at the production, look, Dagan Bruno is a two-sport star. And Dagan Bruno, the quarterback of a state championship team for John Curtis, happens to be a really good baseball player, too. I mean, again, you talk about two-sport athletes. There's a perfect example, of course. Dylan Gilbert, Brad Chasson, Isaiah Spann, Jason Curtis, Xavier Brown, Tyler Mitchell, Bryce Hebert's pitching. He's really good. That's a good club. And on the other side for Frank Cazzo's Raiders of Malcolm Dienes, Gavin Nix, Louisiana Tech commit's been brilliant this summer. Evan Berg, Tulane commit, outstanding athlete, will be the quarterback for their football team. So both teams have two-sport guys that are quarterbacks for the football teams here in this game. Aiden Gennard, really good summer as the first baseman for Malcolm Dienes. And, of course, his father was awfully good, a guy named Ryan Gennard, who was awfully good for Archbishop Rummel.
Yes, he was. And year in and year out, both of these programs are going to have, top-notch players. And again, very well coached, very competitive, and really good athletes. That's the big thing.
And again, when you look at the matchup, again, these teams last year, they both made the playoffs. These are the two teams, the only two teams that have made the playoffs of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League both years, which tells you about the depth of their programs and the commitment that they've made. And David, that's no small feat, because last year we had 16 teams in our inaugural season. This year we had 17. And we don't have an expanded playoffs. We just have 4 teams. So you've got to earn this to get to this level. Yeah,
there's no doubt. And today, with Brother Martin and Lutcher and then Curtis and Rummel, those are the 4. You look at the league standings, they were up towards the top the entire summer. And, that speaks to the consistency of the programs and the work that goes in, to go out and compete day in and day out.
Let's talk a little bit about these coaches. Jeff Curtis, you've coached against, you've watched him for years. Outstanding coach in 2 sports, really good football coach too. So important to that school that bears the family name. And again, the passion there is immense, isn't it?
And his demeanor, his knowledge of both sports, and his ability to get the best out of his players. That's a mark of any Curtis team, and no matter what sport it is. But Jeff does a superior job. He has good guys with him, Ryan Camelade and Malcolm Ogeron, who help him out, and kind of keep the tradition alive. Continue. Jeff was a 2-sport player here, a really good baseball player, and he continues it and with his teams. But the big thing is just to push the right buttons and get the guys to compete at the highest level.
And you mentioned Ryan Camelade. He's an excellent coach, coming over from Holy Cross, and he's been a really fine addition to this program. Outstanding family, and again, a guy we have immense respect for as well.
No doubt. Ryan's a good young coach. He holds the kids to a high standard. He knows the game, and those guys put a lot of passion and effort into it. I think that's a reflection of how their team plays.
Then, of course, Frank Cazzo. You know a little bit about him. You spent a lot of time with him over the years, and, of course, you were part of some brilliant teams with him at Archbishop Rummel, and he's where he should be, isn't he, back home?
There's no doubt. Frankie and I go back to our school days. He's a year younger than I was, but we were good friends back then, and he was always coaching at the playground, whether it be Biddy basketball or Dixie Youth baseball. And we got back together when we were both at LSU for a year, and then I was able to coach with him. Frankie is a no-nonsense, very it's hard to put into words, but just he expects a lot out of the kids and explains what he wants and helps them along the way. But great passion, great knowledge of the game, understands what it takes to win, and has been successful every place he's been. and for a very, very long time. And that's a testament to him as a coach, to continue to have success. And he's got, really good young coaches with him as well. And they speak, the language that he wants, and they get the most out of their kids as well.
And again, the relationship. Jeff Curtis and Frank Cazzo, they're fast friends. They get along famously, and they support each other. And that's great because I think, and we saw that in prep this year when Jesuit beat Rommel 1-0 in the state championship game, in a game that we did in Sulphur. The relationship between the two schools and the programs was fantastic. There was no better sight than all the kids from both sides hugging each other for like 10, 15 minutes after the game. That's as it should be. Try to beat their brains out during the game and then get along. And I think the head coaches set the tone. And Jeff Curtis and Frank Cazzo have done that with their programs. That's why there's a good relationship there.
Absolutely. It's you certainly, when you're between the lines, you want to compete at the highest level and you want to win, but you want to do so with a lot of respect for your opponent. And both these guys do a tremendous job of that. They respect the game, and they make their players respect the game and respect their opponent. And you're just going to see hard-nosed baseball being played. And it's a testament to both coaching staffs.
It was a bitter ending to the Archbishop Rommel season with that very difficult 1-0 loss in a state championship game, which denied Coach Cazzo a third state championship as a coach. Jeff Curtis has won 2 at John Curtis, as mentioned previously. And I think both have carried that over into the summer. If you don't think winning matters, let's go back to last year's championship game of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. A phenomenal 9-inning game at John Ryan. And Jesuit beat John Curtis. Retief Oil beat River Ridge 8-7 in 9 innings. Well, Jeff Curtis didn't see the end of that game. He got ejected. That's how much it meant. Again, that's the passion that he coaches with and the way his teams play. And I think that speaks volumes. You play to win. You always play to win, don't you?
No doubt. No doubt. You definitely play to win. And sometimes situations come up in a game and you have to argue your case and you maybe don't get the answer that you would like, but umpires handle it, and umpires do a great job of not letting situations get out of control. But sometimes you got to take it, and sometimes you need to put a fire under your team, and show the passion that you have, for them and for their competitiveness.
No doubt. Teams are about to line up on the baselines. I think we'll have an anthem for the second game as we did for the first game here tonight as we wait for that. Curtis team praying right now. Rommel team has finished that, and they're lined up on the baseline, ready to go. We'll be ready to go as well in just a moment as soon as they get lined up and we get set to get started with Game 2 of this Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League semifinal here from Winter Scheitz Field in Marrero at Archbishop Shaw. And again, our biggest thanks to Archbishop Shaw and Coach Chad Foray for allowing us to be here tonight on short notice, given the field conditions at Kirschwinnie, which are not playable. And now our national anthem. David Beaudry, I'm Ken Trahan, Matt Merritt, Chip Merritt, to do their outstanding job per usual here as we get set for the start of the second semifinal game here this evening. Let's set the starting lineups for you as they get set to take the field. Malcolm Dienes, the home team, so John Curtis will get it started here tonight. Dylan Gilbert leads off in center field. Dagan Bruno is the right fielder. Tyler Mitchell will be the catcher. Bryce Hebert the pitcher. Batting fifth at second base, Brad Chasson. Hitting sixth, left fielder Isaiah Spann. At third base is Jason Curtis. Hitting eighth at shortstop, Xavier Brown. Batting ninth, the DH Connor Michoud. Playing first base, Juan Washington. It will be Gilbert, Bruno, and Mitchell. Hebert, Chasson, Spann, Curtis, Brown, Michoud, and Washington. For the Malcolm Dienes Club, Leading off at second base, Brant Fry. Gavin Nix is at third base. Evan Berg in center field. Aiden Gernard is at first base. Lenny Klein will do the catching. Connor Perrott is the pitcher. Peyton Spadoni in left field. Dominic Mendieta in right field. And Ian Smith is at shortstop. It's Fry, Nix, and Berg. Gernard, Klein, Perrott, Spadoni, Mendieta, and Smith. As it is Connor Perrott that gets the start in this one for the Raiders. So Perrott taking his warm-ups tosses. He's pitched in 4 games, 3 starts, 1-0, 1.40. Earned run average, 10 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. He's walked 7, struck out 11. Right-hander Connor Perrott taking his warm-up tosses for the Raiders. 6'1", 165-pound junior. Perrott did not pitch against River Ridge in the first matchup between the two teams this year. But out there now as he gets ready to start off game 2. John Curtis in their royal blue tops, white trim, red print. Malcolm Dienes in their black tops, red trim, black caps. We're ready to go with game 2 of this semifinal. And leading it off is Dylan Gilbert, the center fielder. Perrott ready with the first pitch of the ball game, and it's way high at 7:57 p.m. We're underway here with game 2. Want to know on Dylan Gilbert, outstanding player. And that one hit him. So 2 pitches out of the zone. The second one hits Gilbert. Speed aboard to start for the Patriots, and Dagan Bruno will bat, the right fielder. And, of course, the quarterback of the state championship team, Bruno, will head to the plate. 423, a homer, 6 RBI. Talk about a good player and a good summer. It's been outstanding. He had a good winter, too, as I mentioned. Not too shabby. Nice school year. First pitch, and that's a strike called. It's 0-1. So Perrott gets his first strike in there. Gilbert a lead, extends it a bit. And there he goes. Tremendous jump, and the pitch is a strike. No chance. There is no chance in the world with the jump he got. I mean, Gilbert was halfway there, David, when that ball was on the way.
Yeah, he got a good read and a great jump. He was, like you said, he no chance to throw him out there.
And it's 1-1. Now runner at second and nobody out for Bruno. The pitch, chopped toward third. Third baseman looks the runner back, throws to first for the tag. Missed the tag, and he is out. He went out of the baseline anyway, so out at first, but the runner reads it well and goes to third. All right, Dave, so tell me what you saw there. Nix did the right thing first. He looked the runner back.
Yeah.
And then what?
I don't think he was out the baseline. I think he got him on the back.
Either way.
He passed him right.
Right.
But, I mean, there was zero chance to throw Gilbert out back at third base.
Right. It's good base running.
Yes.
Would you have thought of maybe faking a throw?
Maybe, but, I mean, you want to get an out early in the game.
Here's Tyler Mitchell. Good breaking ball. That's a strike call to Mitchell.
And to be honest with you, I didn't look to see if the second baseman had gotten in behind
Correct.
the runner at third. I mean, runner going towards third.
Mitchell, 407, no homers, 3 driven in. Patriots look to take the early lead here. On 0-1, here it is. Breaking ball down and out. Klein shifts the weight, nice. Blocks it. It's 1-1. So ball and a strike on Tyler Mitchell. Runner at third, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Up and in, 2-1.
All right. Kind of overthrowing his fastball just a little to start the game. Kind of feeling it probably. You know, nice cool night.
Two balls and a strike from the stretch. Perrott to the plate. Mitchell skies it toward right. Foul, long run, right fielder. Look out toward the fence and up against the fence and no catch Well, he was full speed lighting out for that was Mendieta. He couldn't get there. Fortunately, everybody's fine, and it's 2-2.
I don't know if he wanted to catch that anyway.
I was thinking the same thing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On 2-2 from the full windup now. Way high with the breaking ball. Hasn't been able to get the feel for that pitch yet, David.
No. He just doesn't look very comfortable to start the game yet. And as he should, he's stretching now.
Right. 3-2 the count. Reached out and poked it foul. Good job of hitting there to protect the plate.
That was a good breaking ball in the outer half.
Holding at 3-2. Mitchell waits for another payoff pitch, and here it is. Breaking ball, fly ball, left center field. That'll get the run home, or it should. Left field to the catch. Spadoni, he'll throw toward the plate. Strong throw. Made it close, but he's safe. And it's a 1-0 lead for River Ridge on a sacrifice fly by Tyler Mitchell, who did a good job in the at-bat. And that was a pretty good throw by Spadoni.
Yeah, and then that's exactly what you want your outfielder to do. Just try to reach the plate with all your might. Because if you have to cut it, the runner's going to be safe. And he actually made the play pretty close.
Without a doubt, 1-0 lead for River Ridge. And now Bryce Hebert, the pitcher. Left-handed swinger. Got a good prep season. First pitch on the way to Bryce. High and away, ball 1.
As we talked about in the first game, you hit the leadoff hitter and he's able to get the second.
Strike call, 1-1. Hebert 455 with 13 driven in. Talk about a good summer. That'll do it.
Yep.
1-1. Did not chase the high heater. It's 2-1. Thought about it. Laid off. And now the 2-1 pitch. High and away, 3-1. Hasn't found his command yet here in the first. Rott. 3 balls and a strike. And now 3-2. Hebert making him throw one. He does, and it's full with 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Stays alive. It's a rematch of last year's semifinal, which was played at Lutcher. Between these two. Another payoff pitch. Toward the pitcher, nice play by Parat. Throws him out. The key there, David, is he ends up almost perfectly facing the plate. Good mechanics because he ended up in a great fielding position.
Yep, and made it a very easy play. A lot of times you see those guys fall off towards first base and have to reach back. The ball glances off their glove, and then no infielder can make the play.
It's 1 run on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. As the Patriots take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the first, and they'll send Span to left, Gilbert to center, Bruno to right, Curtis to third, Brown to short, Chasson second, and Washington first, with Mitchell catching, and Bryce Hebert takes the ball for the Patriots. Hebert's been good. Again, really good prep season. He's had a terrific summer. He's 2-0 with an 0.46 earned run average. 15 in the third innings, only 8 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned. He's walked 3, struck out 11. 5 appearances, 2 starts. Some really impressive numbers for Hebert as he takes to the mound here. Bryce Hebert is going to be a junior this coming year. Bear working on his warm-up tosses as we speak. And he'll be facing the top three, Fry, Nix, and Berg, for Malcolm Dienes in the bottom of the first. And, you know, some people have asked, and the answer is that, yes, some of the players that normally would be seen are participating in national events or regional events that aren't here. That includes 4 guys on the Rummel side in Mikey Ryan, Giancarlo Arancibia, along with Ruben Ramirez and Gavin Kennedy, all prominent players. But they play with young players much of the summer, and they're 10-2. They played very well. Again, illustrates the depth of the program, much like we said about Brother Martin and Cage for Kids earlier.
Well, I know one thing, Kenny, after watching Brother Martin this summer and seeing Jesuit and Jesuit Rummel and John Curtis, you're going to have a hard time previewing that league next year. There's a lot of teams that could win that league next year, but again, with the experience that Rummel's returning, I think that, you know, and especially the development that took place with this team during the summer,
they'll be in the mix, certainly. Brother Martin is the defending champion. They've got so many good young players. Here's Brant Fry. Hebert with a good strike to get ahead of Fry. No balls in the strike on Brant. He's played a lot during the summer here. 0-1. Good breaking ball. Strike call. Quickly 0-2 on Fry. 217, no homers, 6 driven in. Up the middle, slowly hit. Shortstop has to come get it. Tough chance, throws high, safe at first. That'll be a base hit. It's an infield hit because Brown had to come a long way, and he had to make that play on the run. So Fry gets himself an infield hit to get things started here for Malcolm Dienes in the first. Took a perfect play there, David.
Yeah, that slow hit, it came off the back of the mound. He had to come get it and made a strong throw, just a little high, and runner beat it.
Here's Gavin Nix, the third baseman in the Louisiana Tech commit. He's been superb, to say the least. 438, 2 homers, and 17 driven in for Gavin. Took an off-speed pitch away for ball 1. Some future this kid has. He's going into just his junior year. Committed early to Louisiana Tech as a sophomore, but he has got some future. Good-looking hitter. Throw to first, runner back. Fry. Check by Hebert. The pitch. Missing away, so it's 2-0. Trying to work Nix away. Light's taking full effect here in Marrero. 2 balls and no strikes. Another on the way. Look out, he hit him. Would have been ball 3, but that ran in and hit Nix. So each pitcher has hit a batter, and it's 2 on, nobody out. And Evan Berg to the plate. All right, David, I mean, you're working on development. So you think bunt here, but 3-hole hitter, 2-lane commit. Quarterback of the football team.
Early in the game as well. You may want to try to move the ball, you know, without bunting and try to put up a crooked number here.
Hard to do against a quality pitcher. 233 on the summer, 3 RBI for Berg. Right-handed hitter. And he takes a good fastball strike call. No indication of any bunt there. Berg going in his junior year, 6'1", 190. Oh, 1. Down and out. Nice block by Mitchell. And it's 1-1. Of course, John Curtis has had brilliant catching. But Josh Eames is heading to Delgado. Mitchell's good back there, too. 1-1 the count. To the plate. Good breaking ball. Strike call to Berg. It's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. 2 on, nobody out. Way late on the fastball away, one gone.
Pretty good pitching sequence there. You know, he threw the breaking ball down and started the fastball in the same spot, and hitter couldn't catch up with it.
Aiden Gennard had a brilliant summer. 421, a homer, 10 RBIs for Aiden, the first baseman. In the air, right side. Right fielder is under it. Making the catch, Brown. No tag, 2 outs. One pitch out, and now Lenny Klein, the catcher. Had a good year in prep as a starting catcher. He's at 320 in the summer with a homer and a driven in. Has to shed the shin guards. Here's Klein. Last year's semifinal game won by River Ridge, 7-1 over Malcolm Dienes and Lutcher. Catchers exchanging pleasantries. Something like, yeah, how's that gear feel on you? Yeah, probably about the same as it feels on you, buddy.
It's quite a fraternity.
Here's Klein. Abear ready, Abear pitching. Abear missing high and away. He pitched Berg extremely well. Got Gennard on a 1-pitch out. And even though the first 2 got on, he's 1 out away from getting out of this with the lead. 1-0. Strike called. Snap throw to second. Runner back. So Mitchell's showing off the arm there. Ball and a strike. Next pitch. Off the end of the bat, just a little foul tip, and it's 1-2. So Abear a strike away here from extracting himself from this. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 on, 2 outs. High and away, so it's even up 2-2.
Both pitchers on occasion in the first inning just overthrowing their fastball a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Right side out of play. Klein protecting the plate. Now he goes to right and right center naturally. So if you pitch him away, you want it to be away. You don't want it to be plate away. He can hit that pitch very well. Watching him frequently.
And kind of playing him straight away in the outfield as well. Leaving a big right center field gap.
Struck him out with good heat, so Abear looks really good. Pitching around the hit and the hit batsman. No runs, a hit. And 2 men stranded. We played 1. The Patriots up 1-0. Abear's been virtually unhittable in the summer, and he got in trouble early, but and the inability to advance a runner there, but he's not going to allow contact as he gets a couple of strikeouts.
Yeah, that was really good fastballs to end both at bats there with runners at first and second and 2 outs.
So on we head to the second of a 1-0 ball game. And good job by Abear. Get himself out of that. Put his team in a good spot with a 1-run lead here.
Pretty good crowd for a Wednesday night.
Well, especially considering it's weeknight.
Yep.
Changed locations, bad weather, everything imaginable.
Yep.
So back to work goes Perrott. Chasson, Span. Jason Curtis will hit against him in the second. Fought his command a little bit in the top of the first. And the hit batsman got him in trouble and then stole a base off of him, and that proved pivotal as well. It was good base running by Curtis. They stole a base, advanced to third on a ground ball, and that's how they're able to get the sac fly. That's really good situational baseball.
Yep.
And so wins games for you consistently.
Get them on, get them over, get them in. And that's, very, the basic level of the game. Get on first and get off the first as soon as you get to get in scoring position. Hopefully somebody can come up with a hit, or if you get to third with less than 2 outs, you get a sacrifice fly or a ground out to score a run.
Second inning begins. Chasson took a rip and fouls it. It's 0-1. Brad Chasson. 348 hitter. 2 homers, 13 RBI. Another good player for the Patriots. The senior waits. Here it comes. And that's a little bit tight. 1-1. Next one. Down and out. Back toward the screen. 2-1. Rod has to establish that second pitch. He's not been able to do it just yet in this one. 2-1. Straight up, out of play, I believe. Everybody trying to find it, but it was out of here, over our heads, and it's 2-2. Tough on a catcher when that ball is hit straight up behind you. 2 balls, 2 strikes, straight up defensively are the Raiders. And the pitch. Just missed down and away as we get fireworks background. I thought the fourth was over. And it's 3-2. Somebody didn't get the memo. Payoff pitch on the way. In the air to center for Berg. He's right there. Had him played perfectly. 1 out. Now Isaiah Spann, the left fielder. .346 hitter, 2 homers, 13 driven in. Foul chipped into the mitt, took a big rip, 0-1. It's the inside corner, 1-1. Ball and a strike. Next pitch on the way. Toward third. Tough hop, can't handle it. Well, Nix tried to field it on the short hop, couldn't out. That'll be an E5. Runner at first, 1 out. Anything he could have done differently there, Dave?
No, he tried to push through it. He just didn't get his glove low enough. Ball might have sat down. Earlier we saw it hop up, but that came off the grass, not the mud. So
right.
Ball sat down a little bit on him.
Now Jason Curtis. As the family tradition continues. The third baseman. Open stance. Closes it. Strike call. 0-1.
It was nice of Coach Ford to have a fireworks display.
Yeah, Chad did a really good job arranging this here tonight, man. Way to go, buddy.
Green and white there, that too.
Color coordinated. 0-1. Good pitch, strike called 0-2. You sure do have good coaches lined up here at Archbishop Shaw with Wesley Laurendine in basketball has done a phenomenal job, and some guy named Hank Tierney in football, Brandon Surensey, a state championship coach in wrestling. 0-2 the count. Toward first, Gennard knocks it down, steps on the bag, throws to second, safe there. Well, the play there toward the bag was to first. If he fields it cleanly, I think he's got a great shot to get the runner at second, but was only able to knock it down. The runner gets to second with 1 out. So another productive out for John Curtis. 2 outs, I should say.
And the runner did not slide, which you normally see him do. Kind of lucky the ball didn't glance off and get away. Good job by the shortstop.
Xavier Brown, the shortstop for the Patriots, bats with the runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Down and out, ball 1. The 5 errors in game 1 by Case for Kids proved fatal because that was a close game, a 1-run game, and the unearned runs are what decided the game. Lutcher played errorless baseball. Swing and a miss at high heat.
Parat's settling in now. He's be able to command his fastball a little better, kind of putting it where he wants it.
Ball and a strike. And another. Breaking ball in the dirt. Runner for third. Throw there is in time. And he's out. Good throw by Klein. Caught stealing to end the inning. His span, a 2-5 putout. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and nobody left. Bottom of the second inning arrives, and it's 1-0. River Ridge on top of Malcolm Dienes in Game 2, the second semifinal game of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. And we want to remind you that coverage of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Quick Lane services all makes and models, batteries, tires, oil changes, and more. All done quickly while you enjoy some popcorn. Must be a reason. Thanks to Lamarck for their continued support. Hebert back to the mound to work in the second of a 1-0 game. Allowed the first two to reach in the bottom of the first, but then pitched out of it sharply. And now he'll face Parat, Spadoni, and Mendieta in the second for Malcolm Dienes. It's turned out to be a very pleasant night here on the West Bank. Radical departure from being in Lakeview earlier today. Maybe that field is dried out a little bit by now over at Kersh Rooney.
I know. I was there.
You got All-American tomorrow. So.
Yeah, I was there last Tuesday. That field's in tremendous shape, though. Coach Touye and those guys just do a great job.
Yep.
It's a great playing surface. Always top notch. It's of all the parks, that's still my favorite park. I guess going back to when we were kids, watching games there, you know.
First pitch fouled back to the netting by Parat, the opposing pitcher. Connor Parat, 344, no homers, 4 driven in. Facing Hebert, who's ready with the 0-1. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Had him bailing a bit, it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball beat foul over toward the Malcolm Dienes dugout. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Toward the right side, high chop, funny hop, but the play is there for out number 1. Chasson throws out Parat. Seen some unusual bounces on this field. Again, it's hard. It's harder than it normally is.
He played that very well, though. He sat back on it. He could have attacked it had it sat down, but it stayed high, and he was able to come through it and make a good throw. Every ground ball is like a different page in a book. You just have to read it, you know, as it comes.
It's Peyton Spadoni, the left fielder. 263 on the summer, and he swings and misses. Stepped out, now gets back in. Hebert quickly with the 0-1. Pumping strikes, he gets another foul ball, and it's 0-2. He hit a batter in the first, but he's had impeccable command otherwise. Fastball and breaking ball command, he's been able to spot those pitches well. No balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball got him looking outside edge. Got the call for out number 2, strikeout number 3 for Hebert. Now Dominic Mendieta, the right fielder. 250 on the summer. 1-0. Right down the middle with a good fastball. Even up at 1-1. Winner to take on Cypress Physical Therapy for the championship tomorrow evening at John Ryan Stadium. 6 p.m. start. And it's high. 2 balls and a strike. Late on the fastball, 2-2. He's been able to throw that fastball by hitters, David.
Yeah, the only time he's ever gotten in trouble and is really when he tries to overthrow it. When he spots it up, it's very, very difficult to catch up to.
On a play. Still 2-2. And he got on the chase to breaking ball, inning over, strikeout number 4 for Hebert, who's looked really good early on, David.
Yes, he has. Good breaking ball there. And again, when he spots up his fastball, he's having trouble, making hard contact.
Well, he's been that way all summer. The numbers indicate that. And that's why he's out there tonight. And here after 2, 1-0. River Ridge on top. As we enter inning number 3 in game number 2 of the Crescent City Sports Prep semifinals. Connor Parrott heads back to the mound to work in his 3rd inning of work. Again, gave up a run without hit. He hasn't given a hit yet, but hits batsman, stolen base. Leading to a run. And here in inning number 3, Xavier Brown, Connor Michoud will get it started for the River Ridge Patriots. Jeff Curtis, the former quarterback himself, sprinting toward third base to coach. Outstanding quarterback at John Curtis, and played Tulane as well. He was part of that undefeated team for Tulane under Tommy Bowden, 1998. Memorable year.
Absolutely. We had some Shaw Eagles on that club as well.
Oh boy, had 3 of them.
Yep.
First pitch on the way. Missing away, ball 1. To Brown, who was up there when Span was out stealing to end the second. 1-0. Threw the fastball by him, 1-1. Both pitchers showing good fastballs in the game. It becomes a matter of command and that second pitch. So far, Hebert's had the little bit of the better part of that. Parrott throwing the ball well, though. Here's the 1-1. He threw it by him again. 1-2. Tough to catch up when it's up.
Yep.
1-2 the count.
Up and on the outer half.
Mm-hmm. Brown back in, waits for the 1-2. Which is on the way. Missing away, 2-2. Throwback gets away. Pitchers don't want their rhythm interrupted, but don't mind a ball being a little bit scuffed up. 2-2 the count. In the air to center. Berg again had him played perfect. 1 out.
See, that's the difference in this inning and last inning. And the first inning for Parrott, he threw that ball to contact. And it was a good pitch. The hitter's able to get his barrel to it, but can only hit it up in the air. Sometimes pitching definitely not about trying to strike guys out, but just trying to induce weak contact.
Connor Michoud takes it inside 1-0. Runner will settle back in. Here's the 1-0. Over but high, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Doesn't get the call. Outer portion, it's 3-0. A couple of close pitches. But he's behind 3-0. Mishu will take one here. Gonna get the call there. It's 3-1. Ball 4. Mishu's aboard with speed. You can bet they want to run, David, after watching the jump that Gilbert got earlier on the bases.
Yeah.
See if Parada has amended his delivery to the plate, because he really, his catcher didn't have a chance earlier. Here's Gilbert. He was hit by the pitch, stole the base, and scored the run in the first. And Mishu can run at first.
He wants to vary his timing as well and try to be quicker to the plate, give the catcher a chance.
Was quicker there, but he's way outside and low, 1-0. Back to first, standing up. No issue there. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Another move to first. That time he had to get him back diving in.
Extended his lead here.
Big lead. I mean, gigantic lead. Strike call. Throw to first. I think it was a strike call. It looked like one. A little bit distracted by the catcher rising to throw. And they called it a ball. It certainly looked like a strike, and it's 2-1. Maybe the catcher movement had something to do with it. That's fouled. It's 2-2. That's not the catcher's fault. He's got to get up to throw.
Right.
But in the process, might inhibit the sight line of the home plate umpire seeing that pitch. 2-2 the count. I mean, a gigantic lead by Mishu. I mean, you can't get a bigger lead than that. But he understands that he can take that lead because of the move. Yeah. He's got it measured, no problem. Curtis teams always run the bases well. Over but high. 3-2, so now he'll be off in all likelihood, even though there's only one out. Got to figure he's running here, David.
Yeah.
Action play coming. Not going, surprisingly, in a foul. That surprised me. I thought surely he'd be going.
Now again, the likelihood of turning 2 on the hitter is not great, so
no.
Maybe just trying to stab a double play in the air.
There he goes. Popped him up, foul out of play. Let's do it again. So we'll see the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Spoiled a pretty good pitch there. Pop it up and win another pitch.
Agreed. On 3-2. Not going. Fly ball to right, long run, Mendieta, and out of room again. So what a battle this is, huh? 9 pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Most of the pitches Parada's thrown to him have been to the outer half. He may look to go back inside on him, although he hit him the first time he did that in the first at-bat. He's really hanging outside over the plate, you know, being able to foul those balls off.
Draws a throw again. A little closer, but he's clearly got him measured. He being the base runner, Mishu. Knows what he can get, and he's getting it. There he goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down by Klein. Will never get him. Just too big of a lead to have a chance there. It's a stolen base and a strikeout for round number 2.
In the first game, we saw hitter interference. That was very, very close. It definitely affected the throw of the catcher. Although there was no contact. Again, there doesn't have to be.
Right. Dagan Bruno bats, grounded to third in the first inning. Base hit could add to the lead here with 2 outs. Stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball, fly ball, base hit left field. Runner's going to head for the plate. Here comes the throw toward the plate. It is there, and it can't be handled. Scoring on the play. Mishu, it's 2-0 River Ridge on an RBI single by Dagan Bruno. Throw beat him. The hop was not able to be handled by the catcher. And it's a 2-0 game.
Catcher tried to catch and tag it in the same motion. Could he have moved his body? Caught, then go back to tag, he might have had a play. Very difficult play for him. Runner bearing down, ball bearing down, it's a tough play. Good throw by the left fielder once again.
Runner got to second on the throw home, so another runner in scoring position. Here's Mitchell, had the sacrifice fly his first time. Got the strike, it's 0-1. Again, the base running and the situational hitting by River Ridge, very impressive. Down and in, ball gets away. Runner thought about going to third, but then he scurries back. Probably could have made it there, 1-1.
Good job, though. You want to move your feet towards the next bag and keep your eyes on the ball. And if the catcher is able to stop you, just get back. But a lot of times you see those balls carry them, towards the first base dugout, and you're able to go. But if you start from dead feet, you can't make it.
Right. Perot stepped off. Now the pitch. Back to the netting, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit a batter in the first, he scored. Walked a batter in the third, he scored.
Freebies kill you. They just do.
It was the first hit for River Ridge, and they have a 2-0 lead. There's the 1-2 pitch. In the air, hit very well to left field. Left fielder back there, making the catch. Spadoni on a ball that was extremely well struck. A run scores on a hit, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom of the third coming. It's River Ridge 2 and Malcolm Dienes nothing. As we march on here. And as always, we want to give our biggest thanks to our good and great friends at Gibbs Construction. Coverage of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years. Transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. Bryce Hebert armed with a 2-run lead. That looks pretty formidable for the way he's throwing the ball, David.
Yes, being able to control his fastball on both sides of the plate and have a little breaking ball to go with it and keeping the ball down. Got a lot of fastball with a little bit of movement on it, but then just being able to spot it up and throw it for strikes.
Championship game tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. John Ryan Stadium. Lutcher-based Cypress Physical Therapy against the winner of this game. Hebert will be facing Smith on the top of the order, Fry and Nix here in the third. Stolen bases all the way have led to both runs as well.
Yep.
Bear finishing up his warm-up tosses. Nice night here in Marrero. Ian Smith will start it for the Raiders. Smith has not batted in the summer league, getting his first opportunity again there without their regular shortstop, Mikey Ryan. And here's Ian. High for ball one. Right by him, it's 1-1. They have not caught up with his fastball.
No. On the inner half, just right behind it.
And again, can't catch up to it. 1-2. No need to throw anything else when you can see that you're beating the hitter with a fastball. Still the best pitch in baseball. 1-2. Struck him out, 1 out. That's 5 strikeouts for Bear. One time through the lineup, he's been dominant.
Yeah, and again, with a good fastball like Bear has, and the lights are tremendous here, but it's still very different hitting at night.
Here's Fry.
Than it is doing today.
Fry has the only hit for Malcolm Dienes, an infield hit back in the first. Late on that and poked it foul right side. Right down the middle. It's 1-2, or rather 0-2. Good fastball again. No balls, 2 strikes. And he chased that. So another strikeout. Throw will have to be made the first, and it is strikeout number 6 for Bear, who's just carving them up.
Yep.
Gavin Nix was hit by a pitch. He'll bat here.
That 0-2 breaking ball down in the dirt, when you see those 2 fastballs, and if you can't pick up the spin, it looks so much, doesn't look too any different, and it just, the bottom drops out.
Here's Nix, hit by a pitch his first trip. Off-speed fly ball center field. This will be handled by Gilbert. Another easy inning for Bear, as he's now retired 9 in a row. We played 3. And River Ridge up 2-0 on Malcolm Dienes here from Winterscheid Field. Outstanding stuff here by Bryce Bear. He's looked really good. And Crescent City Sports thanks Moe's Pizza for their support of tonight's broadcast. Home of not just the best pizza on the West Bank, but much more. Stop by before or after the game at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. Check them out on the web at moespizzanola.com. We hope you will. We trust you will. You'll be happy doing so. Piranha's only allowed 1 hit, but they have taken advantage of a hit batsman, a walk, and stolen 2 bags on them to lead to 2 runs. Just good baseball played by River Ridge thus far in this one. And a dominant hurler on the mound. River Ridge getting a run in the first, a run in the third, and Malcolm Dienes might lament the bottom of the first when they had the first 2 on with nobody out. They're 3, 4, and 5 hitters up. Couldn't move anybody against Bear. It's good pitchers. You figure you don't get a whole lot of chances.
And sometimes your best chance comes early.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Coach Burtman used to always say the magical twos. You know, you give up 2 in the first.
Mm-hmm. Ready to go here in the fourth. Here's Hebert leading it off, trying to help himself. Swings and fouls it. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time. He faces Patriots for the second time in this one. Oh, 1. Off speed, fly ball into right center field, hanging up. Berg is there. He's been busy out there, 1 out. He can cover a lot of ground and makes a lot of plays out there and makes that one easily. Spread Chasson. Flew out to center. Missing away, ball 1. Straight up. Out of play. 1-1. Two, 1. Two balls and a strike. I guess low, and it's 3-1. Plate's gotten a little bit tight here.
Yeah, I think that was down.
3-2. Fouled again. Boy, they've fouled off some pitches deep in counts, and that's been big. Good teams do that.
Yes, they do.
Out of play. Be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball, this in play. Second baseman wants it, and putting it away is Fry. For the second out. Boy, that was a protracted battle. A lot of credit to the pitcher, Patriots, for battling.
Yep. Kept throwing this breaking ball for strikes. And
span bats. He reached on an error his first time. Strike called, 0-1. Down and out, 1-1. Kind of a half swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rod exchanges balls with the home plate umpire. Get some more balls.
One thing about playing here, you don't lose baseballs. You just have to go get them.
Got to go get them, huh? Got to have the chase.
Yep.
The chase crew. 1-2 the count. And here it comes. Breaking ball missed inside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good pitch. High heat struck him out. Nothing across for the Patriots here in the fourth. So let's head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still a 2-0 lead for River Ridge. over Malcolm Dienes. Coverage of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company at Kenner. The Lamarck Pre-Owned has a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. We even had great deals for under $12K. Hello, must be a reason. Well, the story thus far has been Bryce Hebert. He has been dominant through 3 innings.
Yes, he has.
Striking out 2 in each of the 3 frames thus far. Can't put the ball in play, you can't do much.
Nope. And Parat's really not pitched poorly. He hit a batter and walked a batter. But he's limited their opportunities as well, only giving up 1 hit. But so far, you're right, Hebert has just been lights out. Yeah, they did turn the lineup over. Sometimes you get a little bit better, a little bit better grasp the second time through, but
really 2 fly ball outs from Malcolm Dienes, one by Nix, one by Gernard. And an infield hit. They just haven't been able to put the ball in play to any degree and make the defense play whatsoever, because Hebert's been that good early on. As we get to the 4th of this one. Bottom of the 4th, and a 2-0 lead for River Ridge. Kevin Berg struck out swinging. That was when River Ridge had 2 on with nobody out the first inning. Here's Berg. Close pitch, just missed up, I guess, and a little bit away, 1-0. Got the call there. It's 1-1. Hebert stepped off. Now he stands back on. Got the call there, and it's 1-2.
It's a great pitch.
Taking 2 strikes and in the hole 1-2. Pitched him well the first time, doing the same here. 2-2.
Crossed the catcher up.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't expecting that. You could see by the way he received it. Happens from time to time.
Hebert's different than a lot of pitchers. If you watch, he has the ball down on his right side, and he fixes his breaking ball or fastball in his glove as he starts his motion. You know, most kids start with the glove out in front and fix it before they start. And he constantly moves the ball in his hand.
2-2 on Berg. Slowly toward third. This is a tough chance. Shortstop picks it, throws it. Got him. Close play out at first. Good job by the shortstop for round number 2. Round number 1, I should say. Had to come get that. Pretty good runner. Threw him out.
Pretty good arm, too.
You bet. And now Grenard, who flew out to right his first time. Made the defense play there, and it did. Very well. Fastball up in the zone, 1-0. Right side out of play, 1-1. Ball and a strike. Sits high off speed, and it's 2-1. That's high. So 3 balls and a strike now on Gennard. Haven't seen Hebert fall behind. In fact, this is the first 3-ball count he's had, David.
Yeah, and he's throwing breaking balls one after another right now. He's been having that good fastball he's been keeping down. See if he goes to it. Yep.
Heater right there. It's 3-2. Good pitch. And he walked him. Close play. I mean, a close pitch. Again, they appeal the first. No, he didn't swing. The question was that pitch in the zone? It might have been just high. Hebert wanted it. Didn't get the call. Runner at first, 1 out for Lenny Klein. He struck out swinging to end the first. It's one of those pitches you're not going to hit.
No.
You just hope it's out of the zone, and it was just enough for Gennard. Here's Klein. Fast strike, it's 0-1. Threw the fastball by him. He's done that a lot. John Curtis looking for that pitcher to step up. Remember, they graduated Michael O'Brien, Josh Eames, Austin Ackle.
Those are 3 pretty good ones.
Ooh, you think? 0-2 the count. Move the first. Ball gets away. Runner cannot advance. Ackle to New Mexico. O'Brien to Mississippi State. Eames to Delgado. Not bad.
No, not at all.
0-2 the count. And he struck him out. Just stay with the heat. He wasn't going to catch up to it. 2 outs. Second time he's fanned Klein. Strikeout number 7. Here's Connor Parrott. You can make the argument that with the fastball he's got, he almost doesn't need to go to much else. He's just been able to throw it by virtually every hitter, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, certainly you want to use your pitches, but, you know, when he's had to make pitches, he uses his fastball and keeps it down on both sides of the plate, and been very successful with it.
Missing away, ball 1. In the air, right center field. That's a base hit. Hit solidly. On his way to third. And coasting in there is Gennard as Parrott helps himself, lacing a base hit to right center. Second hit for the Raiders and creates a 2-out opportunity for Peyton Spadoni, who struck out looking in the second. Finally, someone catching up to that pitch, Dave.
Yeah, that was a very good piece of hitting. The ball was on the outer half. He let the ball travel a little bit and kind of flicked it into right center field. Good job by Gennard going first to third with 2 outs.
Spadoni getting ready to hit with 2 outs. With runners at the corners. Second time in the game they've had 2 runners on base in an inning. Swinging a foul. Had a good cut at a pitch up. Wasn't able to get on top of it. It's 0-1. Rod runs his own bases at first. Gennard at third. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. Delayed steal. They're going to throw down, try to get a pickle play. Running back toward first. Throw to first. He's out. The inning's over. So much for that. Curtis handled that perfectly. Perfectly at a 1-3-6 put out. The stolen base attempt fails. No runs and 2 hits and 1 man left. It's 3 left for the Raiders. We go to the 5th. 2-0 Patriots on top. David, they're just playing sound baseball, doing everything right, huh?
The play was designed to draw the throw to get Gennard to break from third when the second baseman threw it. Gennard stayed too close to the base. He wasn't able to break. But that's, good throw down by the catcher, and the first baseman stayed on the base to set the rundown up easily and get the tag before the runner could score. If you remember in the College World Series, LSU tried something very similar. It didn't work too well that time either.
No. Well, you do that because you don't have confidence in the ability to hit the pitcher. I mean, that's basically what you're doing.
If you can steal a run there and make it 2-1, obviously they're making a pitching change here. You don't know how long Hebert is going to go. I've seen action in Curtis's bullpen, So, if you can get to 2-1, make it a little bit easier on you later in the game. And again, you do it thinking that your hitter is going to have a very difficult time, coming up with a base hit.
Close the book on Perrott. 4 innings, only 1 hit, but 2 runs. Earned, he walked 1, hit a batter, struck out 2. Good lose, cannot win. And Coleman Capacey, the senior right-hander, will take over. Capacey, hard thrower, 5 appearances, 1-0, 1.62 run average, 13 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs allowed, 6 walks, 16 strikeouts. He's a power pitcher. His mechanics are good. He's got a good curveball, 12-6 to go along with a good fastball. His stuff is really good, David. It's been all about being able to consistently throw strikes throughout his stint at Rummel thus far, and they're counting on him in a big way going into his senior year. They've got Giancarlo Arancibia, who's terrific, of course, but they graduated Brady Schmidt, graduated Brock Bollinger, graduated Shane Hurstius and Schmidt heading to Delgado. So they're looking for that pitching depth, and this guy is really important in their scheme of things. And again, you look at him and you watch him. Fastball's mid-80s, sometimes upper 80s, and the curveball's 12-6. But it's all about the ability to throw strikes consistently.
Yep. And the big thing, when your stuff is as good as his stuff looks, you don't have to try to strike people out. Just don't overthrow. Stay within yourself. Throw strikes and let your defense work behind you, and he's going to get swings and misses with his stuff a lot of times.
Jason Curtis grounded out his first time to the first baseman. There's that good popping fastball, 0-1. See his mechanics. He gets through it really good. He looks good. His stuff looks good. You're always intrigued. There's the 0-1. Right back where it came from, a base hit by Curtis. Lines a base hit to center to start the 5th, and second hit for the Patriots. And every time they've gotten a man on, they've run successfully and got to run home. And here is Xavier Brown. Or it's not going to be Brown. This is going to be Nate Alario. So you got to believe he's in there to bunt, right?
I would think so, yes. In the top of the 5th with a 2-0 lead.
Especially the way your pitcher's pitching.
Or steal and bunt him to third.
Alario not bunting, took the ball, 1-0.
So much for that.
Well, when you see somebody hitting, you just think that right away.
Right. And they may still.
Sure. Alario, good player, good action during the summer here for sure. And the 1-0. Not getting the call over the outside edge, 2-0. So quickly 2 balls, no strikes. strike called, even though the catcher doesn't handle it. It's 2-1.
You know, as time has gone on, and again, I don't coach in high-level baseball anymore, but just bunting, I just don't know if especially to move a runner to second with one out, maybe first and second and move him to second and third, but
he tried to bunt here, and that is a hit batter. So there's the command that we talked about. They're going to say he offered at the pitch, though, and I think he's right.
It's a strike.
The ball did hit him, but he looked like he offered at the pitch from here. Am I correct?
To me, that's a strike, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the ball did hit him, but he did look like he offered at the pitch. That's why the discussion is taking place. Yeah, he did offer at it. We got that confirmation on the replay.
Yeah.
So you hope they get the call right. That's the primary thing, but he certainly did offer at it based on the replay. I think they have overruled it. If Jeff Curtis is asking why, and understandably so. They made the call otherwise on the play. So I get that. I mean, I get it on both ends. Frank Cazzo's right.
Right.
Because again, the replay shows that he offered. And Jeff Curtis is right because they originally called it a hit batter.
I don't know. Did the umpire actually call it a hit batter? Did he throw his hands up? I didn't see him do that.
It looked like he was pointing to first to me.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So it should be a 2-1 count now.
Well, no, it's 2-2 because it was
2-2.
2-1, and he offered
right.
at that pitch.
Right.
So it should be 2-2. With the runner at first, and it is the correct call based on what we saw. Here's a replay again, watching it here, and yeah, definitely offered.
That's
that.
a strike.
Yeah, so thanks to Chip for that. He clearly offered. 2-2 pitch, and he stepped out as Capacey took time. Valerio will settle back in. To the plate, and he struck him out looking with a good fastball. Round number one. It's Connor Michoud. Walked, stole a base, scored a run. It was important back in the third. Excellent baseball family. Stretch pitch. And he took a strike. It's 0-1.
His brother's on the All-American team.
Yeah, you think?
Yep.
Know that family a little bit, right?
Yep. His dad does a great job with NOLA baseball.
NOLA baseball, buddy.
Yep.
No balls and a strike. Threw the fastball by him. As I mentioned, you can see the stuff that Capacey has. Live fastball. You haven't really seen the 12-6 curveball yet, but he's got that in his arsenal. Not going to use that much to left-handed hitters by and large. 0-2 the count, but you will on occasion. Overthrew the fastball, 1-2. Speaking of which, congratulations to our cohort here at Crescent City Sports. Danny Ream, his team NOLA Cardinals, winning the Connie Mack Regional at Tulane over the weekend.
I get to play him on Friday in Hattiesburg.
Tell him hi. There's the breaking ball, and he struck him out. A throw through. No need for that.
No, but he broke and pulled
Stopped.
up. Yeah.
Well, there's the curveball I was talking about right there, David, and pretty good stop. So
yes.
Consecutive strikeouts, 2 gone. Is Dylan Gilbert, who's been hit by a pitch, stolen a base, scored a run, and struck out. 2-0 River Ridge here in the top of the 5th. Winner to play Lutcher Bay Cypress Physical Therapy in the championship game tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. at John Ryan Stadium in Metairie. There's that good curveball. That's a good one, isn't it?
Yes. He's got really good stuff, and like you said, if he can throw strikes, he is going to be very difficult to hit.
0-1 the count.
And
1-1
from your stats, I mean, 6 walks and 16 Ks coming into tonight over the summer. That's pretty good.
13 innings. 1-1 the count. Good curveball, strike call. 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs, runner at first. There he goes. Breaking ball high. Throw by Klein is good. He is out at second. Good throw by Klein. Inning over on the 2-6 putout. Second caught stealing. No runs in a hit. No errors. Nobody left. Let's take a stretch from Winterscheid where it's 2-0 River Ridge on top of Malcolm Dienes. Good throw by Klein, and Capacey shows the kind of stuff we talked about, David.
Yeah, that was a breaking ball, and I mean, it's a hard breaking ball, but that was a good throw and good tag on the other end. And of course, if you're, Curtis, that's okay because your leadoff hitter is going to lead off in the top of the 6th.
Right. You're willing to take that chance anytime.
Yep.
Now we're going to see a new pitcher. Aiden Carr is coming on for the Patriots. What a job by Bryce Hebert. Aiden Carr will take over in the 5th. Hebert, 4 shutout innings. He allowed no runs on 3 hits, walked 1 and struck out 7. Stands to win this one as he turns it over to Aiden Carr to try to protect this lead. Carr is 1-0 with a 2.10 earned run average. 4 appearances, 10 innings, 10 hits, 8 runs, but only 3 earned. Now he's walked 12, struck out 9. So the walks have been the issue, David. 12 and 10 innings coming into this one. Right-handed hurler.
And facing down in the bottom of the lineup, Coach Gazzo may employ the take or make sure that, guys just stay in the strike zone to try to get some base runners.
5'10", 160-pound junior, Aiden Carr. Taking over here. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Spadoni will be back up there. He was up there when caught stealing ended the 4th inning. He struck out looking back in the 2nd. Junior stands in from the right side. First pitch is a strike call at the knees, 0-1. So important to get ahead in the count. That's what these Patriot pitchers have done all night. Again, just 1 3-ball count from Hebert. 1-1 now.
Really, 0-0 counts and 1-1 counts are the ones you have to win. Changes the whole at bat.
1-1. Foul back, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Indiana and Smith to follow. 1-2 the count. Struck him out swinging on a good breaking ball. 1 out. That's 8 strikeouts recorded by Patriots pitching. Here's Mendieta, who struck out swinging in the 2nd. And again gets ahead with a strike call. That cap coming off with regularity when he pitches. 0-1 the count. He doesn't mind with the way he's throwing the baseball. Threw that one right by him, 0-2. Had a lot of swing and misses here, haven't we? 0-2 the count.
On good fastballs, though. I mean.
Yep. 0-2. 1-2. And the winner to play lecture-based Cypress Physical Therapy tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. at John Ryan Stadium in Metairie. A ball and 2 strikes on Mendieta. Down, and it's 2-2. Now it's 3-2. So he's way ahead of him, but now full. Working very quickly. Carr gets ball and wants to pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nods yes, and the payoff pitch is on the way. And he walked him. So lost him after being ahead. Runner aboard, 1 out. It's only the second walk issued by Patriots pitching. And now Ian Smith, who struck out looking in the 3rd. It's not going to be Smith. We're going to get a pinch hitter, I believe. We'll check that. Nate Reeder, the pinch hitter, takes the ball. So Reeder pinch hitting here for Smith. Want to know the count on Reeder? 1 for 3 in the summer. That's way outside low. Really nice stop by Mitchell. Keeps that runner at first. That's a good play. 2-0. Quickly visit to the mound. Oh, we mentioned, again, good stuff from Carr. The only issue has been walks. His ERA is really good. Doesn't give up any hits. Walks have been an issue. He's walked 1 and has a 2-0 count here.
I would think that Coach Gazel will be taking a strike here with a 9-hole. Be able to flip the lineup.
Visit is complete. Two balls and no strikes. From the belt and to the plate. Missing down and away, 3-0. Will certainly take 1 here, if not 2. Three balls and no strikes. All 4. So 2 consecutive walks give the Raiders an opportunity here with 2 on, 1 out, and you flip the lineup, and here's Brad Fry, who has an infield hit and he struck out. You can't rule out the bunt here. Depends on the third baseman where he's playing, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can't rule it out, but
not likely.
I think I'm taking before I do anything.
I understand that completely.
You know.
Taking a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Fry waits, runners lead, squares the bunt now, and he bunts it toward third. Pitcher goes to get it, throw to first in time for the out. Well, he couldn't quite get that bunt further toward third. This is a great place to bunt with this grass and no dirt cutout. If he gets it a little bit more toward third, he'll get a hit, but that's a really good play by the pitcher Carr for out number 2. Sacrifice works, and now with 2 outs, it's up to Nix, who has flied out, and he's been hit by a pitch.
That was a good play by Carr. He kept his composure, didn't look at third, just set his feet, made a good throw to first to get the out. Good job by the second baseman getting over to cover the bag. The
pitch outside a ball. Well, This is the best hitter on the team for this Malcolm Dienes club. He's the guy you want up there in this situation. Down 2-0 in the 5th. And it's 2-0. Now, the other side of that is, David, if you're Jeff Curtis, you don't mind walking him here, do you?
No. But
2 homers, 17 RBIs, and a 440 average.
But your pitcher walked 2 in the inning. You put a run on.
I completely get it. But a base hit ties the game.
Sure.
And you got their best hitter up. It's 3-0, and see if he even gives him one here or not.
And of course, although the catcher's done a tremendous job of blocking balls, it also lends itself to a ball ricocheting off.
Showed bunt took a strike, 3-1. Check of the runners. Carr with the 3-1. Swinging a fly ball to left should end the inning. Left fielder back toward the line is there. Making the catch. His span a gigantic out for Carr. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left. That's 5 left for Malcolm Dienes. We played 5. Still 2-0 River Ridge on top. Well, he fell behind 3-1, David. He went and got him.
Yeah, he sure did. Made a good pitch on the outer half and kind of jumped out a little bit on it. That's, again, the idea of bunting is a good idea, but sometimes you give them that out. It's just different ways of doing it,
Yeah, I'm not too sure he was bunting as a sacrifice, though. I think he might have tried
I
to bunt for a hit.
Yeah, I think he was trying to bunt for it. He just didn't get it further enough to the third baseman.
Right.
And obviously, the third baseman was turned, but he was even with the base. There's no way on a good bunt down the line that he could make that play.
No chance. It was all about the pitcher. That was it.
And now if he's safe, now that's a run, maybe. It's 2-1 with the sacrifice
with the fly ball left. Yeah. Just outstanding pitching.
Yep.
By River Ridge. And speaking of pitching, we'll get a new pitcher here for the Raiders. Ryan Clavery will take over on the mound to be the 3rd pitcher of the game. Clavery, the left-hander. 1 inning for Capacey. 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. In relief for Perrott. And now Ryan Clavery gets the ball. In the 6th, trying to keep it a 2-run game. Clavery 1-0, 2.84 in run average. 12 and a third inning, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 5 walks, and 14 strikeouts. So he's had a lot of strikeouts. Left-handed hurler, Ryan Clavery, 6'1", 170-pound senior now. And the top of the order, Dylan Gilbert to start it for the Patriots, already up 2-0, heading to the 6th. Patriots 6 outs away from getting back to the championship game of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League for a 2nd consecutive season. And on we go to the 6th. There's Gilbert. He's been hit by a pitch, stolen a base, scored a run, struck out. Facing Clavery for the first time. Missing high and away. Missing down. So up, down, and 2-0.
Definitely want to make him hit to get on.
2-1. Two balls and a strike. Three and 1. Gilbert will likely take a pitch here. He'd love to see his speed aboard. And it's strike 2 call. So he was make him throw one here for sure. Now it's full 3-2. Right field, toward the line, long run there, making the catch. Mendieta for out number 1. Clavery comes back and gets Gilbert.
It's a big out.
Now Dagan Bruno, who has an RBI single, and he's grounded out.
Big out, not allowing Gilbert to get on because he wreaks so much havoc on the bases. And takes the pitcher's mind off of, throwing strikes as well.
Here's Bruno. After the brief visit to the mound by Klein. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball stays high. And low. So he's been behind both hitters. 2-0 here. Got the call there, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Bruno. Strike 2 call, good pitch. Fastball, inner portion. Two balls, 2 strikes. Towards short, waited on it. Going to have to get rid of this. Took a lot of time. Safe at first. You got to come get that ball. You cannot stay back on that ball. You just can't. No chance. Not with Bruno running.
No, you gotta attack that. It was going to be an easy hop. Much easier play if you come get it.
Just no way you're going to be able to sit back on that. Unless you have the greatest arm ever. Made a strong, accurate throw, but it's an infield hit. Got to come get that one. Now good speed aboard with 1 out, and here's Tyler Mitchell. He's had a sacrifice fly, and he's flied to left. Missing away. Threw it by him, 1-1. Like the way he works in and out. Stepped off. Over, but just high. And it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Mitchell. Looking to add to this lead. 2-0 River Ridge on top. 3-1. He's been behind every hitter. And it's hard to be successful that way. That said, he should have had 2 outs in the inning. And now 3-1 to Mitchell. Three and 2. And let's see how Jeff Curtis plays it now with Bruno at first. 2-run lead, good chance he's running here. They've had 2 runners caught stealing on the bases. They've also stolen 2. Full count, runner first, one out. Clavery check of Bruno. Long look. Not going. Fouled out of play. Well, Clavery did a good job of freezing him there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He's done a good job of holding him since he got on. Hasn't allowed him to get too big of a lead and had him kind of jumping back a little bit. Clavery looks like he hangs and reads. So if the guy does break, he'll throw to first, and it'll be up to Gennard to make a good throw to the shortstop.
Another 3-2. And he just missed down. Pretty close pitch. Walked him 2 on, 1 out. Big chance for the Patriots to open this one up as they get Hebert to the plate. Clavery thought he made a pitch there. Just down. We're going to runner at first. Appears, or do we?
Yeah.
Yep, we do. Kevin Hogan, it looks like we'll run at first. It is Hogan. Two on, 1 out. Here's Hebert. Pitched brilliantly. From the left side, lefty-lefty matchup. There's a good breaking ball. It's 0-1.
Crossed him.
Yeah, he was crossed up, but it was a good pitch. Split the heart of the play, but Klein wasn't expecting it. Now he goes out there and says, well, you know what? That's not exactly what I called. Just making sure here. And maybe you change signals with a runner at second.
You should. And it looks like he peered in and didn't see it, but can't be sure.
Executed the pitch he wanted to get ahead, nonetheless. No balls and a strike. 2 on and 1 out. Stepped off. Got the call over the outside edge with a cut fastball, 0-2.
Wind kind of shifted, blowing out to left now.
Yeah, you can feel the difference. Don't see that very often here. 0-2 the count. It's picking up. I hope that doesn't mean anything's coming.
Yeah, well, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's blowing a ton now. Feels good. I'll say that. On 0-2. Runners lead. Here it comes. And way outside. 1-2. Malcolm Dienes actually has 3 hits to 2. You can tell me what you're looking at there because I can't see it clearly.
It's rain over the lake, so we should be good for a while.
Good. 1-2 the count. Not if they keep stepping out and stepping up,
No.
which we're seeing a lot of here. 1-2 the count. Now ready. Honor dancing off a second. Clavery steps off, so clearly distracted by Bruno.
One of the big things, he keeps varying his looks. The more he does that, the further the runner can get off.
Yeah, well, you've got to
set and throw.
Need your shortstop or second baseman to deke him a bit. Here's the pitch, and a good breaking ball struck him out. That's exactly what happened. Both the shortstop and second baseman jockey there. But Clavery made a perfect pitch for out number 2. Then we'll get Chasson to the plate, who's flied to deep center, and he's popped to second.
All right.
Patriots got the big 2-out hit back in the 3rd inning to produce a run. That was by Bruno. Here it comes. Breaking ball sits high and away, 1-0.
The other thing with the runner at second just now with a left-handed hitter, not likely the runner's going to steal because the catcher's got an open alley to throw.
Right.
More likely to see it here.
Ball and no strikes. Down and away, 2-0. He's getting a big jump off second is Bruno. 2-0 the count. Again, they're an aggressive base running team, always have been. 2-0 the count. Long look, longer look, and drops one in there. It's 2-1. Imperative for Malcolm Dienes to get out of this without damage to give themselves a real chance in this game, down 2 here with only 2 at-bats remaining in a game in which they have not scored. 2-1 the count. And Clavery stepped off as the second baseman Fry was at the bag at second. Second baseman slightly late. If he got there a little earlier, had a daylight play there. But Bruno has got Clavery's attention, clearly. 2-1. Base hit left field. Should add to the lead. Runner rounds third. Bruno is going to score here. Safe at the plate, and it's 3-0. There's the big 2-out hit. The Patriots open this up. Again, the walk figures in the mix. Patriots have taken advantage of every free base runner they've been given.
Yep.
They've only got 3 hits in the game, but they maximize the opportunities, and a great job by Chasson. And the Patriots now with a seemingly more comfortable 3-0 lead. With the way they've pitched. Now a chance to get some more with 2 outs. A Span will bat. Great job by Chasson.
And great job by Bruno at second to take his mind off.
Yep.
Looks like we have a pinch hitter.
So we will get a pinch hitter. Colston Martinez is going to hit for Span. Martinez, big, good hitter. Seen him a bench. And he bats here with 2 outs. Trying to add to the lead. 0-1. He's driven in a run this summer. Down, it's 1-1. Base hit Bruno, walk to Mitchell, and then 2-out RBI single by Chasson. And a 3-0 lead for River Ridge. 1-1, 2-1. And Clavery's been behind all but 1 hitter in the inning, and it's just... his stuff's not bad at all. It's just hard to pitch that way when you're constantly behind. And then traffic on the bases makes it harder still. 2-1 the count. And he hit him. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And now a chance to really put this away for the Patriots. Jason Curtis, who singled his last time, will bat. He's also grounded out. Here's Curtis trying to strike a telling blow in this one. As you can feel this one here, Malcolm Dienes teetering on the brink.
Yep.
And they haven't been able to do anything offensively, and only 2 at-bats left and already down 3 here in the 6th. Jason Curtis looking to do damage here with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Again, way outside and high. He just cannot get ahead of any hitters. 1-0 the count. And Frank Cazzo's coming to the mound. Again, it's very difficult to pitch behind in the count all the time.
Yeah. He just doesn't look comfortable. I started with the base running and then, but again, falling behind, making tough pitches, very difficult.
Ball and no strikes on Jason Curtis. That's a strike with a fastball, 1-1. Pitch was right down the middle. Fans reacting because the hitter kind of moved a bit, but the pitch was right, split the heart of the plate. 1-1 the count. This has been painstakingly slow, huh?
Yeah.
Step off, step off, step off.
I mean, you want your infield to play big dive and make a stop and get a force. Field a grounder.
Way outside and high, 2-1, and I think it's really impacted the pitcher. His attention is just not focused enough on the hitters because he's so occupied with the base runners. And I know a base hit would probably put this away, but at the same time, the job here is to play straight up defense and try to get it out.
Yep.
2-1 the count. Not even close. So 3-1 in this one. Teeters on the brink for the Malcolm Dienes squad. 3-1 the count.
There's action in the pin, so this may be the last hitter.
Walk and a hit batsman in the inning already, and a 3-1 count here. Curtis may take a pitch here. He does. Ball 4, and it's 4-0. As Curtis gets the RBI. Everyone else moves up. That'll be it for this hurler. River Ridge seemingly on its way to a second straight championship game appearance. The Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. So that'll do it for Clavery. Just couldn't throw strikes with any consistency. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, and to this point, 2 runs. But he's still responsible for 3 base runners. And Malcolm Dienes will go to Nick Collada. So Collada will come on and become the 4th pitcher of the game. Another familiar name in Rummel sports lore. You know that family too, I'm sure.
Yep. Saw his dad earlier.
Good man, good people.
Yep.
Pretty good athlete himself, huh?
Sure was.
Yeah.
on both sports.
Yeah, absolutely. So Collada gets the baseball here. And to see if he can stem the tide, if you will. 6 appearances, 1-0, 4.57 ERA, 7 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 3 hit batters for Collada. 6 foot, 170-pound junior. And Collada will be facing Nate Alario when play resumes with the bases loaded, 2 outs. And a 4-0 lead now for River Ridge Patriots. And here's Alario to the plate. Struck out in his only plate appearance. This game definitely longer than the first game we had here. Runners lead every base. Collada pitching. Breaking ball, missing away, 1-0. Again, pitchers behind in counts consistently.
Makes it difficult.
Completely different than the other side. That's straight up. It's on the infield. The pitcher, Collada, sees it, and he caught it on the back of the mound. That's tough. Made the play, got his out, inning over. But 2 big runs for the Patriots, and they do it in the inning on 2 hits. No errors on strand 3, and they've left 4. We head to the bottom of the 6th, scheduled for 7. 4-0 River Ridge on top. Well, any chance that Malcolm Dienes has was getting that out there, and they got that one.
Yep. I mean, it's still doable at 4-0. They got to get base runners, and and make something. Get a big hit. Only have 1 hit on the night.
Be 3, 4, and 5 for Malcolm Dienes in the 6th here. Aiden Carr back to the mound to work in his 2nd frame. He got out of a 2nd and 3rd jam last half inning after a couple of walks. That's the difference too, is Patriots have taken advantage of their free base runners, and Malcolm Dienes is not.
Correct. And of course, in both in the 1st inning and in the 6th inning, a base runner took the attention of the pitcher away from what he's trying to do.
No doubt.
And again, that's good, for Coach Cazzo to see tonight, and something he knows he'll have to work on, with those younger pitchers, or those pitchers that are a little bit less experienced than the Aaron Sebias and those guys. That's the great thing about summer baseball. Things come up more often, and you can kind of identify what you need to work on, as you go into the spring.
Here's Evan Berg. He has struck out and grounded out as he faces Carr for the first time. First pitch. Popped this straight up, backing out of play. It's 0-1. No take here, right? No balls and a strike.
Jumped on that fastball.
One and one. And 1-2. The other thing you start thinking about too, if you're the Patriots, is to try to get through this game. If you could, if just 2 pitchers, and then you're pretty well set up for the championship game tomorrow.
That is correct.
1-2 the count. Carr ahead 1-2, and a little emergency swing there, and tapping it foul. Berg remains alive. Making sure he covered the inside edge on a 2-strike pitch. 1-2 remains the count. And that's way high. Even up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. In the air to center. Should be handled. And out number 1. Caught by Gilbert. 5 outs remaining for Malcolm Dienes. The batter is Aiden Gennard, who's flied out and walked. Aiden against Aiden here. Carr against Gennard. 1-0. That's why I was a little bit surprised at the first hitter swinging at the first pitch. Down 4 in the 6th. Against a pitcher who walked a couple last inning. You need base runners down 4.
Yep.
2-0 the count. And that's not close, 3-0. Gennard settles back in. There's 3 hits for the Raiders in this one. And it's 3-1. It's 3-2. Just challenge him there when you got a 4-run lead. It's the way to approach it. No need to do anything else, right? 3-2 the count. And ball 4. So Gennard aboard. That's the 3rd walk issued by Carr. And here is Klein, who's batted twice, struck out twice, but it's not going to be Klein. We're going to see Brogan Bloom, the other Raiders catcher. We're also going to see a runner at first base. The runner at first will be Jack Hurd. So Hurd will run at first. Brogan Bloom will bat. Bloom has seen action catching for Rommel quite a bit too in the prep season. With Klein. And here's Bloom, 238 and RBI in the summer. Wild pitch will get the runner to second. Blown back in. And Junior. He can climb both juniors. That's a fast strike. It's 1-1.
Yes.
Now the 1-1. That's another wild pitch, but the runner for third could be out here. He is out at third.
A tough break, and ball came right off the netting right into the catcher's glove.
Well, we saw that earlier.
Yeah.
And I understand breaking there because you see the ball back to the netting. It's the second time it carried him right back. We saw in the earlier game.
Yep.
Of course, the other part of that is you're down 4, and that run doesn't mean much. It's
Correct.
2-1. Towards short. Bruno, an easy chance, throws him out, inning over. Nothing across. Let's go to the 7th, and River Ridge leading it by the score of 4-0 over Malcolm Dienes. David will be talking to the winning coach and the star of the game. And I got to tell, I mean, star of the game is not easy, but I think Bryce Hebert, don't
Me
you?
too. Yeah,
I mean,
so far.
4
yeah.
shutout innings and 7 strikeouts and 1 hit allowed.
He set the tone.
Set the tone, and
Yeah.
he'll be the winning pitcher on this one. So I think it's Bryce Hebert. So, and Patriots wouldn't mind adding more here. Back to the mound goes Collada. He got out of the bases loaded jam last half inning. The line on Clavery, 2/3, 2 hits, 2 runs earned, walked 2, struck out 1, hit a batter. Perot, the pitcher of record right now. And of course, Hebert, the pitcher of record on the other side. in a dominant performance. Colada will go back to work here. Mishu will lead it off. He has walked, stolen a base, scored a run, and struck out. Into right, a base hit, Mishu. Trips and falls around first, but he'll scurry back. Leadoff man aboard again.
I like that, though. Very aggressive turn, makes the outfielder stop him.
Yep.
He lost his feet, but he was able to get back easily. Be very difficult to turn to you.
Here's Gilbert. He has been hit by a pitch, stolen a base, scored a run. He's fanned and flied out. Flopper, and it dropped in there for a strike. That was a big off-speed pitch there. Bottom dropped out and dropped in. 0-1. Throw to first, runner back. Mishu stole the base earlier, which led to him scoring a run. Showed bunt, took it in the dirt, blocked by Bloom, who's the catcher now. And it's 1-1. And he took it away, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Missed the bunt here. Runner's caught up. Catcher should run at him, and that's exactly what you want to do.
Good job by the pitcher, too.
He did. Running back. Amazing. Safe at first, can't handle the play. Well, did the right thing running at him, David. Maybe made the throw a little bit prematurely.
Yeah.
Then ran him back and held the ball too long before throwing to first.
And the first baseman shouldn't be on the base. He should walk the runner.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I mean, these are things you work on, you teach too.
Correct.
And I know that's taught. Just didn't execute. Give you an out, and you can't get it to left, and that kind of summarizes the game. One side has clearly outplayed the other. 1 out here on the fly ball to left. And here's Bruno, who has singled twice, driven home a run, scored a run. Been in the middle of everything, it seems, right?
Yep.
Just a good player. Right side and out of play, 0-1. See JT Curtis watching down the first base side here tonight. Down and out, and
you mean
God willing, this is the year. This is the year. Becomes the all-time winningest coach in the history of high school football in the United States.
I mean, he's certainly been carrying Ed in Friday Night Football long enough.
You bet somebody has had to do that much, but Superb coach, Person. Throw to first. Low, nice pick by the first baseman, Gennard. It's amazing how windy it's gotten out here. That wind's blowing out at least 10, 15 miles an hour to left field. I don't know where that's come from. In the dead of summer, we didn't expect that here tonight. We're getting it. Here it is. That's low. Breaking ball.
Oh, Lord. Oh. It's a cat.
It's a cat?
Yes, the cat just ran from the field onto the stands and back out.
That's what I was wondering what it was. 2-1. You've seen it all. In the air, right side. Second baseman out, right fielder on, right fielder.
Good job.
Mendieta for the catch. 2 outs. Fans are still buzzing here. Two gone.
The home plate umpire has to think, what is going on behind me? These people are crazy.
It's Tyler Mitchell. He's like, what are they barking about? Mitchell has a sacrifice fly. He's also scored a run after walking, so 0 for 1 officially. In the dirt, blocked nicely, 1-0. Championship game tomorrow evening, 6 p.m., John Ryan Stadium in Metairie. We'll be there for it. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt again. Blocked again, 2-0. Now the 2-0. And low again. So we've been low with 3 straight. Hebert on deck. 3 balls, no strikes. That's not close. So a 4-pitch walk. Makes it first and second with 2 outs. They've gotten big 2-out hits all night. See if Bryce Hebert can do another favor for himself, his team here. Quick visit to the mound by Gennard. Trying to coax Collada through this. He wants a new ball.
Runner at first.
We get a courtesy runner again for.
Oh, okay.
And that's Hogan once again, Kevin Hogan. First and second, 2 outs for Hebert. 0 for 3 at the plate. Got a call over the outside edge. Good job by Bloom to frame that up. Catchers can help pitchers. No question about that. Runner goes from second. That's way outside. Double steal. No play. Mishu with his second stolen base. Hogan gets one as well. And it's 1-1. Not close again, 2-1. Six walks, 2 hit batters. That's a lot of free base runners given here by Malcolm Dienes pitching tonight. Strike call, 2-2.
But I think there's something like the reason we don't have basketball is because the HDMI there's something weird that we figured out.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs.
It's like he can only
For Hebert.
HDMI or SDI. He can't.
And he dropped one in there for a strike call. Good pitch. Inning is over with no runs and a hit. 2 men left on base. And that is 6 stranded in the game. for for River Ridge. So last chance coming for Malcolm Dienes, trailing River Ridge by the score of 4-0 here. Aiden Carr has done the job in relief of Bryce Hebert. Patriots have played errorless ball. And the last chance for Malcolm Dienes coming here. Looks like Aiden Austin is going to take over on the mound. So from one Aiden to the other, Aiden Austin comes on. It is not a safe situation with a 4-run lead. Give Carr the hold. He got through 2 innings unscathed. Did not give up a hit. Struggled with his command a bit. Got some help with a runner thrown out on the bases because he walked 3 and had a strikeout. Had a wild pitch. And now Aiden Austin trying to finish this one off for the River Ridge Patriots. Austin, no wins, no losses, perfect ERA in 4 appearances. And 6 appearances, I should say. 8 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts. He's been dominant, has Austin. And he takes over trying to finish this off here. Perrott will lead it off against him. Malcolm Dienes has been held to 3 hits in the game. Haven't been able to get the big hit at all.
No, had tough luck on the bases last inning and ran that play in the previous inning. So lost 2 outs on the bases. Tough when you're down.
And David will head down to talk to Bryce Hebert and Jeff Curtis unless something dramatic changes here. So here's Perrott, who was singled and grounded out. Bryce Hebert pitched 4 innings, 1 hit, 7 strikeouts while he was out there. Here's a ball to Perrott, who has singled and grounded out. (1-0). That's a strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Foul back, it's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. Towards second. Easy hop. Chasson to first for 1 gone. 2 more to get here. Here's Peyton Spadoni, who has batted twice, struck out twice. Not going to be Spadoni. Looks like Jack Vasterling is going to hit. So Vasterling will get the opportunity here. Strike call, 0-1. Strike 2 call. Vasterling in the hole, 0-2. 200 hitter on this summer. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging, and the Patriots are an out away. Aiden Austin taking care of business here. 2 gone. Last chance here And it's going to be Joel Morange. So Morange will get the opportunity to bat here. Remember, it sailed over his head. He's like, why me? I just came in. 1-0 the count. On Morange. That was an RBI in the summer. 2 game appearances. This will be his 3rd. High 2-0. Two-0 pitch on the way, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs here. And another on the way. Missing away, it's 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch popped him up, foul, out of play. It's 3-2. The Patriots are a strike away from the title game now. Missed away, ball 4. So game still alive as Morange, the pinch hitter, reaches with 2 outs. Nate Reeder will bat. Walked earlier. Swing and a miss and a ball down and out, 0-1. Austin gets ahead. In the air, right side. Right fielder on the run. He's there. He's got it. And the Patriots have won this one by the score of 4-0 here this evening, putting this away in solid fashion with a brilliantly pitched game to get the victory here as Austin nails it down for the Patriots in this one to win it by the score of 4-0 over Malcolm Dienes here this evening. So it's totals of the game: 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 6 left for River Ridge. It's no runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 6 left for Malcolm Dienes. Winning pitcher is Bryce Hebert. 4 innings of shutout baseball, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and a walk. Losing pitcher, Connor Perrott. Time of the game, 2 hours and 17 minutes here this evening. And the Patriots emerge victorious by the score of 4-0 and advance to the championship game against Lutcher-based Cypress Physical Therapy at 6 p.m. tomorrow at John Ryan Stadium, which will have the call of that one for you here on CrescentCitySports.com tomorrow evening. Players shaking hands. We'll have our star of the game, our coach, Jeff Curtis, as well. And as he makes his way there, let us go down to David Beaudry with Jeff Curtis. David.
Good evening. I'm here with winning coach, Coach Jeff Curtis. 2 years in a row in the finals. What does it mean for y'all?
You know, I'm glad that we've got this league. I'm glad that we're able to do a lot of mixing and matching, playing games, playing who we want to play, and then if you're fortunate enough to finish in the top 4, you know, the guys who are here compete hard. Fortunately, we had pretty much a full roster, and our guys competed really hard. Like the way that we played. You know, I want our guys to make winning important. and that's what tonight was about. And similar to where we were last year, hopefully we can go get another win tomorrow. We're going to compete hard. We have missing a couple guys because they're going to move on, but we'll fill in with guys, and we'll just play as hard as we can tomorrow.
Other than tonight, how's your summer been with your team?
It's been good. It's been good. We've obviously lost a lot of pitching with O'Brien and Ackle. We got a lot of guys that have gotten innings this year, and we like the way that guys have kind of stepped into different roles. I've really enjoyed this summer, the way that these guys compete.
And your starting pitcher, Bryce Hebert, was fantastic. He threw 4, gave up 1 hit, 7 strikeouts. Talk a little bit about his job today.
He's thrown really well for us this summer. He was basically our main guy out of the bullpen last year, so he had a lot of innings and did a lot of good things, but he's thrown really, really well for us this summer. He's given us a chance to win a lot of ball games, and we're really excited about his future.
Well, good. Congratulations, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Thank you, Ken.
So we'll get Bryce Hebert coming over to talk to David Beaudry here momentarily as well.
Hey, Bryce, congratulations. So Coach just told me he used you.
Just got to trust the guys behind you to be able to throw strikes.
Good. And what does this mean for y'all to be like 2 years in a row in the finals, tomorrow night? Is it something y'all set as a goal for the summer?
Of course. Every time you play, you want to win. And I think this right here sets us up for what's to come during the regular season to be able to win a state championship.
And what about pitching tomorrow? Y'all okay?
I think we're good to go.
Okay.
I think we got some guys we trust to throw strikes like we did tonight.
Well, good. Well, best of luck to you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, David, thank you. And sorry about cutting out for a moment there. Just a brief power glitch, but we're good. And once again, our final score here tonight, 4-0 as River Ridge Patriots defeat Malcolm Dienes here. We want to thank Chip and Matt Merritt for a job well done. Thanks to David Beaudry as well. Our championship game tomorrow, live on CrescentCitySports.com at 6 p.m. at John Ryan Stadium. We want you to be there, though. It's Lutcher-based Cypress Physical Therapy, John Curtis Christian-based River Ridge Patriots. Hope to see you then. Until then, Ken Trahan saying thanks for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.